What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Chuds BBQ. My name is Bradley Robinson, and today I'm going to show you how I made these. Beautiful, delicious, smoky, spicy, tender, amazing, direct heat buffalo pork wings. Coming up. These are some pork wings. Pat them dry. And what I got here is some pork wings, most commonly referred to as pig wings, but the term pig wings is trademarked and registered by Pioneer Meats, and I'm not trying to get sued, so I'm gonna be calling these pork wings today. But if you're unfamiliar with pork wings, this is essentially a pork shank, or the lower portion of the leg, that has been butchered down, leaving only one small bone and a bunch of beautiful meat. So when these cook up, it'll shrink up a little bit, exposing that bone, giving us a bunch of really good pork meat on one bone, kind of resembling a drumstick or a wing. And if you want to learn more about how these are actually butchered and produced, you can check out my video from like 5 years ago where I brought in a whole leg of a pig and butchered it down into some pork wings. I used to run those as specials at Leroy and Lewis every now and again, and they're a super fun cut to play around with, you know? Nice and meaty, and they can take on so many different flavor profiles. Not to mention they cook up pretty quickly, and you can cook these however you want, on your charcoal grill, direct heat, pellet grill, smoker. They always come out really good. But I will say, breaking down and butchering these pig wings can be really tedious and a pain in the butt, but luckily I got these from my friends over at Porter Road, and they always do a great job with their butchery, and I mean, just look at the color of that pork. It looks so good. But taking a look at these, really not much we have to do. If you want to get real particular, you could go around and pull off all these membranes, and just kind of square up anything that's hanging off, but really I don't think there's much to do on these, because that looks pretty good already. But you know, just make them look a little bit prettier. And just like that, very little knife work. These are looking really great, so let's go ahead and get them seasoned up. And like I was saying earlier, one of my favorite things about pork wings is just how versatile they are, because they are a bone-in little handheld snack. So anything you'd throw on wings would work really well on these, but they're also made of pork, so anything you'd throw on a rack of ribs or a pork belly or something like that would also work out great. You know, you could go sweet, you could go savory, you could go spicy. The world is yours. For me today, I think we're gonna lean a little bit more toward chicken wings, so I'm gonna hit these with some snake bite. This is our all-purpose rub that's got a little bit of heat to it, so it's great on pretty much everything, but it's got a little jalapeno and cayenne and a little bit of vinegar powder in there, so it works really well on wings and should be perfect on these pork wings. So simply enough, just a nice little dusting all over these bad boys. But again, you could go on with whatever you like. Just salt and pepper would be fine at this stage, and then you could add a sauce later on. But I think this is gonna work out great and start building those layers of flavor. Flip them over, and we'll dust the top as well. Doing our best to not forget the sides. And just get these tossed around a little bit. And that is looking pretty much perfect to me. Let's go ahead and fire up the pit. Got the old Chud box here fired up for a nice direct heat cook, cooking right around 300 degrees, and it should be pretty simple. Just gonna maintain temps, get some good color on the underside, then come around and flip them over partway through until we develop some good crust. I might throw a little piece of oak in there too for a little extra smoky flavor. But really, we're just trying to get this cook started, building some crust and some lovely direct heat flavor. And this video is in fact sponsored by Porter Road, and if you've been watching my videos for a while, you know I'm a big fan of Porter Road. I've been working with them for years at this point, because I'm genuinely a big fan of what they're doing. But if you're unfamiliar, they're an online butcher shop that specializes in really high quality meat that's shipped right to your door. All their beef is dry aged, meaning it's extra tender and extra beefy. Their pork is all raised the correct way on pasture, which is not only good for the animals, but also results in some really tasty meat. As I mentioned earlier, it's just a lot redder than the pork you're gonna get at the grocery store. It just tastes extra porky. They also have some great poultry options and a whole bunch of other great stuff. And what I really like about Porter Road is they've got all the normal cuts you're after, like ribeyes and strips and fillets and beef ribs and briskets and pork ribs and all that sort of stuff. But as you can see, like we're cooking today, they also carry a lot of the offcuts, like hanger steaks, these pork wings, shanks, marrow bones, all sorts of great stuff. So if you do a lot of cooking in the backyard like I do, Porter Road is a really great place to get some stuff that you're not going to find at your local supermarket and help spice up your backyard cook schedule. And I got to tell you, everything I've ever gotten from Porter Road has just been absolutely fantastic. They're really skilled butchers who really know and care about what they're doing, so everything is always really well packaged. The vac seals are never popped. And I'm not sure if you noticed when I was opening up those pork wings, they have that little extra membrane around there to make sure the bones don't pop the vac seal. Very nice touch. And it's also pretty convenient. You know, going on their website is just like walking into your local butcher shop where you can shop a la carte, see what they've got available that week, and they'll ship it right to your door. And there's always something interesting to try. I'm a big fan of Porter Road. It's always good to support an actual butcher and a great way to get some really good meat shipped right to your door. So if you want to give Porter Road a try for yourself, click my link in the description box of this video taking you to porterroad.com porterroad.com. We're using my link, you can save 15% off your first order. Again, link down below, that's porterroad.com. We're using my link, you can save 15% off your first order. Thank you, Porter Road. It's been about 30, maybe 45 minutes on this cook so far, and let's see how these little pork wings are looking. Oh yeah, getting some great color on there, great bone pullback. Ow! Very toasty, but looking very nice. Great color on there. I'm gonna go ahead and get these flipped over and get some color on the backside here. Loving that color, loving that bone pullback, and these are looking great. Definitely getting a lot of good direct heat flavor on there. So now we'll start browning the other side, and it's time to whip up a sauce. And similar to the rub for this cook, I'm leaning a little closer to chicken wings than pork ribs. So for the sauce, I'm gonna try and split the difference between a buffalo sauce and a classic mop sauce. Starting with 1 stick of butter, followed by half a yellow onion, going with some garlic as well, and let this cook down and soften up for maybe about 10 minutes. And once everything is looking nice and softened and starting to take on some good color, I'm going in with a whole bunch of hot sauce. Oops. I'm just gonna do all of it. Followed by a little Worcestershire sauce, a couple tablespoons, and for a little extra heat, some red chili flakes. A little apple cider vinegar to thin it out and bump the tang factor a little bit, and bring that back up to a simmer. And after bubbling away for about 5 minutes, it has come together and looking very nice. Beautiful color on that, and the garlic in here kind of helped emulsify all that broken butter with the hot sauce, which is pretty cool to watch. Let's give it a little taste. Ooh, that is really nice. Could use a little bit more heat though. So I'm gonna go in with some of this Melindas wing sauce. I absolutely love this stuff. Not sponsored or anything, but it's really tasty. But by itself, it really does pack a kick. So usually when I make wings out of the Chuds shop, it's this plus Frank's. So a little ghost pepper wing sauce going in for a little oops. Get that mixed in, and because this is going on pork after all, I think it's fitting to add a little bit of sweetness, so a little hot honey. Why not? Just a nice healthy drizzle. I see a lot of people putting hot honey in their buffalo sauces, and on wings, I'm not really a big fan, but on pork wings, sounds quite nice. But I'm gonna taste and adjust until this is the right sweet and the right heat for my liking. Gotta tell you folks, this stuff is absolutely fantastic. It's kind of like a mop sauce with the onions and garlic in there, but definitely a little bit more heavy on the butter and the hot sauce, like a buffalo sauce. But to finish this off, I'm gonna mount it with a little bit more butter, just for good measure. Some nice cold butter right at the end with the heat off. That way the butter kind of maintains its emulsion and gives our sauce a nice gloss. Beautiful. The old Montebello. And checking back in on our wings over here. They've been on for maybe an hour at this point, maybe hour 15, but they're looking absolutely beautiful. Great color on there, starting to bubble up a little bit. And you could bust out a mop, but we just made this beautiful sauce, and I don't feel like cleaning a mop, so I'm gonna bust out a little brush and just get these painted all over. Let some of this sauce cook on, then we can toss them again at the end if we need to. Loving the color of this sauce though. Looks very good. A little bit of heat, a little bit of sweet, and a little acidity. What's not to like there? Get these flipped over so we can get some sauce on the backside as well. Gotta love these quick and easy cooks. Feels like summertime and smells so good. Beautiful. Let that tack on for a little bit. And after 5, maybe 10 minutes, these are looking absolutely beautiful. Loving the color on these, so I'm gonna go ahead and give it another brush down. Again, just building those layers of flavor. And then flip these over so we can do the other side and let this sauce cook on to the tops. Oh, the underside looks good too. Love it. Just gave these one more paint. We're gonna flip these over, probably the last time, because these are starting to look real nice. But these are rocking around 200 internal, so I'm gonna let this last little bit of sauce cook on, and then we're gonna go ahead and pull them off. Smells like pork steaks and chicken wings all at the same time. Pretty exciting stuff. God, it looks so good. And after about 2 hours total cook time, these little porkers are looking absolutely fantastic. So off the pit these come, clocking in around 200 degrees, 195, so they should be nice and tender. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap them up in some foil. But first, I think I'm gonna go on with one final shellac of our little sweet spicy sauce here. Looking very nice. And at this point, all we really need to do is let these cool down to eating temperature, then we can dive on in. But they are pork shanks after all, which can be a little bit tough. So I'm gonna park these back on the pit for maybe 20 minutes, just to let them steam in the foil a little bit, kind of get up to that 205 internal temp. Then I'm gonna pull them off and let them rest down. And while we wait for those to finish up, let's go ahead and knock out a quick ranch. Simply by starting out with 1 cup of mayonnaise, 1 cup of buttermilk, 1 packet of ranch dressing seasoning, and you could make your own, but they already kind of nailed it with this stuff. But we are going to doctor it up a little bit with a little extra onion powder, some fresh dill, and some fresh chives. and give that a thorough mix. And you can add whatever you want to your ranch. An avocado is great, some cilantro, a little lime juice. And typically I'm a blue cheese guy when it comes to wings, but on a pork wing, I'm thinking this nice fresh ranch will pair very nicely. And of course you can dial in the thickness with more or less buttermilk, but for me, that's looking really good. And after a nice little rest down and carry over, these little direct heat buffalo pork wings are looking absolutely fantastic. Nice and saucy, nice and tender. We got our ranch, and I'm ready to dive on in. Gotta say, folks, I'm pretty excited to try these pork wings. It's been a minute since I had a good pork wing, and I've never had one with a hot honey buffalo glaze, so let's go for it. Ooh, nice and tender, nice and sticky from that glaze on there. That initial reaction was just like shocked by how much flavor this is packed with, you know? It's definitely got a good amount of heat to it. Also a good amount of that direct heat flavor, that charcoal flavor. It's rich, it's tender, perfectly cooked. I mean, look at that. Nice and juicy, but still not falling off the bone or anything like that. Very satisfying bite. And it does taste just like a good buffalo sauce, you know what I mean? Definitely made that sauce pretty spicy, but there is that subtle sweetness in there from the hot honey too, all coming together for a really good bite. Such a quick cook for a beautiful little bone-in tender piece of pork. And it's also kind of nice because all the meat is really off to one side of the bone, so you get a good few bites of just clean meat without having to worry about the bone, unlike a chicken wing or something like that. So if you got people in your family that don't love eating things off the bone, this is a great option because you can just pick it up and gnaw at it while still having the nice little handle. Pretty convenient. I don't think it needs any more flavor, but we did make that fresh ranch. Ooh, the dill. Very nice addition. Tell you what, these are absolutely perfect for a summer night grill sesh. You know, make a whole bunch of these with different flavors on there, paint a little barbecue sauce, a little teriyaki on some of them, get a whole pit full of them, feed the whole neighborhood, because these are super tasty. Buffalo pork, man, who knew? Very good. Works a lot better than I was expecting. Might have to do some buffalo ribs coming up, but I definitely wasn't shy with that hot sauce. Tell you what. Well, before I go ahead and knock out all of these off camera, I think it's time for the official taste test. Ooh. All right, y'all, and that is it. That is how to make some absolutely fantastic direct heat buffalo hot honey pork wings. I highly recommend giving this one a try. You know, it's a super quick cook. That sauce is incredibly tasty, and it was incredibly easy. And especially if you're someone that's cooking the same things week after week, some of these offcuts like pork wings is a really great way to keep things interesting, try something new, but it's still super familiar, right? It's pork on a bone on the old barbecue pit. They make for a great past app, great weeknight dinner, and a good way to spice up your summer grilling. Highly recommend it. Definitely something I will be making again very soon. But all that being said, if you enjoyed this video, let me know by hitting that subscribe button. Let YouTube know by dropping a like on this video. If you give this recipe a try for yourself, be sure to tag me on Instagram at Chuds BBQ. I'd love to see what y'all are cooking. Big shout out to all the Team Chud members. Thank you for supporting this channel and allowing me to keep making all these videos. And until the next time I see you, please go cook something outside. Peace!